Hi everyone, it's Isabella Freund, and I am Miss New Jersey's Outstanding Teen 2021, and today we are starting off a brand new series where I'm going to be interviewing former Miss New Jersey's Outstanding Teens to see how their life has been, what they've been up to since their year of service. So today we are starting off with Miss New Jersey's Outstanding Teen 2013, Alyssa Sullivan. So let's go on with that interview. Hi Alyssa, thank you so much for joining me today.
Hi, thanks for having me.
All right, so let's just jump right into it. So you were Miss New Jersey's Outstanding Teen 2013. So give us a little updates. What's happened since then?
Well, you're making me feel really old. Not quite my 10-year anniversary yet, but we're getting there. It seems like ages since I was crowned Miss New Jersey's Outstanding Teen, and a lot has happened since then. I've grown a lot. I was an itty-bitty teenager, and now I've become a young woman, I guess you would say. And I've done quite a lot since then. I've competed. This will be my 6th year for Miss New Jersey, so I've been around the block with that a few times. This will be my last year of eligibility competing. In terms of my career, I graduated from Rowan University, and I'm pursuing a career in broadcast journalism in hopes to be a reporter or anchor. So I'm currently working at Philly 17 in Philadelphia right now as one of their fill-in talent reporters, as well as their production coordinator. I got to do a lot of wonderful internships at 6 ABC Action News, Fox 29, Fox and Friends in New York City. And as many of us say, but it's true, I wouldn't have been able to do any of that without the Miss America organization. So 2013 to 2021, totally different Alyssa. And I look back on it and say, I wouldn't be the Alyssa that I am today if I hadn't won Miss New Jersey's Outstanding Teen that night in January.
Oh, I love that. Do you have a favorite memory or event from your year or something that really defined your year that you really enjoyed?
One of my favorite things throughout the year was working with the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Working with their champion children was a really, really beautiful experience. I remember one day I was actually able to leave school a little bit early to go and help at the National Pancake Day at the New Brunswick location at the IHOP. And the little boy that year was Bryce. He was the champion child. He was so sweet. He was so kind. He had such a wonderful family and such a beautiful story. And we got to stand together and pour pancakes, which neither of us were very good at, but it was so sweet. And it was just one of those moments where you really realize the impact that you have and the impact that the people that you meet make on you as well. So I loved all of the experiences that I had with the Children's Miracle Network hospitals throughout my year.
Yes, I absolutely love Children's Miracle hospitals. Now, do you have a specific memory that you really cherish from your year?
I'd have to say that it was singing the national anthem on the Miss America stage, because little tidbit, if you don't know, Miss America obviously left Atlantic City for a couple of years and went to Las Vegas. Well, the year that they brought it back was 2013, when I was Miss New Jersey's Outstanding Teen. That year, Cara McCullum was competing, who passed away 5 years ago. The other day was the anniversary. And I was there supporting her, and they asked me to sing the national anthem the night that they opened it back up at Boardwalk Hall, which was amazing. And I've been a performer all my life, and I've been on a lot of stages, but I will tell you, there was nothing greater than the feeling of walking out there and singing in your home state on that stage. It was second to none. And, you know, I always say that experience was amazing. So no matter what happens, no matter if I ever become Miss New Jersey or whatever God's plans are for me, that was an amazing experience. And being Miss New Jersey's Outstanding Teen, the feeling that New Jersey gave to us that week, being a Jersey girl, was just amazing. It's indescribable.
Oh my gosh, you're making me miss Miss America week so much.
I know.
But I'm really looking forward to what the organization has in store for the future.
Me too. I think it's going to be exciting once we find out a little bit more of the details.
Right, celebrating our 100th year. Oh my gosh.
It's a big one.
So your platform was Peer Challenge. How was that expanded or continued in your life since being Miss New Jersey's Outstanding Teen?
So at that point, it was still called a platform, obviously. Now it's a social impact initiative. But I always talk about the fact that my platform was something that I lived and that I preached before I became a part of the Miss America organization. So at the time, my platform was actually teenage abstinence. It's worth the wait. And I'll tell you that it was something that really made people feel a bit uneasy, kind of made people feel a bit uncomfortable because it was a subject that not everybody was talking about, but it was something that I felt extremely strongly about. And I hope, and I felt at the time, that it really helped people to respect me even more, that I was so passionate about something like that. And since then, I've continued to promote it in a broader sense. I'm still working with Peer Challenge Commit to Character, which is the group that I've been affiliated with. I've been a youth instructor for them now for over 10 years. They're a wonderful program to work with. And their main mission is to speak to kids throughout the state of New Jersey about risk-taking behaviors, teaching them risk elimination strategies. So we talk about things like bullying, physical, emotional, cyberbullying. We talk about sexual relations, teen pregnancy, drugs, drinking, and really it all stems down to their character, who they are as people. And the reason that I started it when I was in high school, before I came to the Miss America organization, was because I felt such a need for it in my high school. And I felt that my fellow classmates and I were not getting the education, the options, and the toolbox that we deserved. So we were able to bring that back to Middle Township once it was established, which was really a cool full circle experience. And now Peer Challenge has been in hundreds of schools throughout the state, and that makes me really happy. And still to this day, I go into schools, obviously a little different now during the pandemic, and I talk to kids about this message because it's important. And I think that the younger generation sometimes gets a bit of a bad reputation for their choices, but I don't think we can blame them without giving them the opportunity to know the facts and that they are in control of their own destiny.
I totally agree. One of the 4 points of the crown is scholarship. So how has that aspect of the organization benefited you?
It's such an important part of the organization. It's the part that I feel that people know the least about. The fact that many women will compete in this organization, never see a crown on their head, but can graduate debt-free from college and universities because of the money and scholarship that they've earned. For me, I'm a first-generation college student. When I graduated from Rowan, that was a surreal and exciting experience. And I was able to pay off so much of my education, especially my senior year, from the scholarship that I gained at the Miss New Jersey competition. And that was so amazing and so great for me to have, because it's eased my burden with student loans and expenses for the future, because we know student loan debt can seriously accumulate. So that's one of the messages I think is so important to share about this organization. Even from when I was a teen, the money that I gained then as well, you put so much into this organization and you put your heart and soul and you hope to make an impact, but you really are gaining so many invaluable tools that will stay with you forever. And scholarship is such an important part of that, because we are women who have dreams and goals and we want to pursue an education. And I think it's important that Miss America gives us the tools and the ability to do that.
I am so thankful to be a part of an organization who supports the young women who are a part of it with the scholarships. It's something that is so amazing, and I'm so thankful for. So what advice do you have for young girls who do want to compete in the organization? They've heard your story, they've seen your success, and they want to be as successful as you. So what advice do you have?
Well, I have to say, I know this sounds cliche, but it's really easy to look at someone on social media or in passing and think that they have a picture-perfect life, or that everything in their story went as planned. I am not the poster child for perfection. I worked very hard to become Miss New Jersey's Outstanding Teen, but there was also a whole lot of luck in that. We all know that on any given night, a different woman could wear the crown, but it definitely was a very hardworking story for me. I was going to Miss New Jersey's Outstanding Teen that year. It was my first local teen title, and it was my last year of eligibility. I went there. My mom will attest, I really did not know much of what I was doing, but the fact that the odds seemed set against me made me work that much harder. And the fact that it seemed like nobody believed made me want to believe even more. And so obviously we know the rest of the story and what happened, but becoming Miss New Jersey's Outstanding Teen that night meant so much to me beyond just getting to go to Orlando. So the advice that I give to women is, be a part of this and think beyond the stereotypes and the misconceptions, because it's so much more than that. I was one of those women before I entered the Miss America's Outstanding Teen organization that thought that this was just about this plastic cookie cutter perfection life where everyone is perfect, and it's just not. Be a part of an organization where you will grow, where you will see yourself go from a young girl to a young woman. You will have so many fantastic experiences, and your life is going to be changed forever, whether you become the state title holder or you don't.
And speaking of those life-changing experiences, you competed at Miss America's Outstanding Teen. So do you want to touch a little bit about that? And have you kept in touch with any of the girls from the national competition?
Absolutely. So Miss America's Outstanding Teen was amazing. I think back to it, and like I said, I was so excited to be Miss New Jersey's Outstanding Teen that night. I was shaking. If you look back at my photo, it was very similar to your photo on the night you won. I was in sheer shock. And then it hit me that I was going to Orlando, that I was going to Disney World. And it was so exciting. And it was another scenario like how I prepared for the state competition. Who knows what's going to happen? So just work your butt off and get there and represent your state well and proud. And that was what I tried to do. So I was blessed enough that I was in the top 8 there, and I earned a place in the top 5 interviews, which was really cool. I don't really like watching myself on video or on TV, but I am on a video. I will not tell you where to go buy it because it's a little embarrassing looking back almost 10 years later, but it was a phenomenal experience. And I met women who are my sisters. We always say they'll be the bridesmaids at our wedding. They truly will be. Miss New Hampshire's Outstanding Teen, Kenya, and Miss New York's Outstanding Teen at the time, Krista. They were my very best friends that week. They came back to Atlantic City when Miss America happened a few months later. They stayed with me. We keep in touch ever since. And even if it's been a little while, when we get back together, it seems like no time has lapsed at all. So that's what this organization is about, because we have friends and sisterhood that will last forever. And who can say that? It's so important to have women that lift you up and friends that are always going to be there for you, whether you wear that crown or you don't.
I can't wait till I get to the national competition. I was supposed to go back in the summer, but hopefully now I'll compete this upcoming summer. And I've heard like amazing stories about the girls there, the friendships made, and I could not be more excited for it.
Absolutely. I think you're going to have an amazing experience there. Everyone will give advice and they will say different things or lean you in a different direction or tell you be yourself. And really that's the best advice that they can give you. Be yourself, have an amazing time, because there are over 50 women going there, each one the best of the best in their state. But there's a reason that you were selected, because you're fantastic, and those memories will be with you forever. So I know it's been a bit of a damper in the year this year with COVID, but I think it's going to be worth the wait once you get there, wherever they're holding it this summer. I think it's going to be an amazing experience for you.
Thank you. If you could describe your year of service with one word, what would it be and why?
I would say it was authentic. It was authentic. Looking back on it now, it was an authentic Alyssa. And I've changed a lot since then, but that 16, 17-year-old girl is so much a part of me, still ingrained in me. And I look back at her and I wish I could give her even more advice if I knew her then and knew then what I know now, that don't sweat the small stuff. Everything will go the way that it's supposed to. I had a year that was authentically me. I tried to do things the way that I thought that they were best and that I could make the most impact on the most amount of people. And I hope that I did that. And we talk about our legacy. We write so many resumes and platform statements, and we talk about our legacy and how we want people to remember us. And I don't want people to remember me for being in the top 8 or how I did in the interview. I want people to remember me for how I made them feel, the impact that I made, and who I was as a person, because I walk down the street every day and people have no clue I was Miss New Jersey's Outstanding. They're just going to judge me by my character and by who I am as a person. And I think that's what's the most important.
Thank you so much. I loved all of your answers, all of the advice. I'm so appreciative of it. So thank you so much, Alyssa. I will hear from you soon.
Thank you so much for having me. Best of luck at MAOT. I know I will talk to you a million times before then, but best of luck. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you again, Alyssa, for an outstanding interview. If you are a young girl watching this and you want to be a part of the Miss America's Outstanding Teen organization, no need to look any further. I'm going to show you exactly how. You're going to go to missnj.org, go to Outstanding Teen, and then find a local competition. That is where you're going to find the calendar and contact information for all of the local directors. And if you have any other questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. I've been involved in the organization since I was 13, and I've loved every second of it. Thank you again for watching this interview, and stay tuned for more. All right, bye-bye.